Next concept is transformation of graphs. So very important topic for JEE mains as well as advanced. Transformation of graphs. So in transformation of graphs, mainly what we will study is, see, if basic graphs are transformed into some other version. Basic graphs means we will see some basic graphs. So trigonometric functions and inverse trigonometric functions you know already. If you have y square equals to x, we know that it is a parabola which is open towards right side. X square equals to y means it is a parabola which is open towards upward. Next, y equals to x is a straight line which passes through origin and lies in first quadrant and third quadrant. Next, y equals to minus x means reverse. Next is y equals to 1 by x is a rectangular hyperbola like this type. The rough graphs only. Next, y equals to 1 by x square is the graph. Y equals to modulus x, most popular graph, you know very well, at the origin. So these are the most common and basic graphs what we required more frequently while doing transformations. So okay students, in transformation of graphs what we will study is how to draw the graph of a function when it is somewhat similar to the original function. Means original function means we know that y equals to sin x is a standard trigonometric function and we know the graph of sine also. If the question was this one, sin of x plus 3 or sin to x or sin x by 2 or sin x minus 2 or sin x plus 4 or modulus of x minus 2, modulus of x minus 2, modulus of x plus 3. So different versions, logarithm of x plus 3, logarithm of inside x minus 3. These are known as transformations actually. So if a function is transformed like this, how to draw the graph we will learn. The first type of transformation of a graph is f of x plus or minus a. Assume that a is a positive number. So when we have a function, so it means totally outside of the function, like sin x plus 3, modulus of x plus 5, like the total value of the function is added with some constant or subtracted by a constant. That means two cases. So we can write like this, two cases. So one case is f of x plus a and other case is f of x minus a. Now f of x plus a means the original graph is shifted a units above the origin. Okay. So this one is shift a units above the origin. Along y-axis, that we know that above the origin means. Next, f of x minus a means shift a units below the origin. two things. See, when a constant is added to a function, so then just shift the graph a units above y origin, and minus a means shift a units below the origin. For example, see, if you have a graph like this, y equals to modulus of x plus 3. So initially, see, while doing these problems, first better draw the original graph. So this is y equals to mod x. Okay. Now for this mod x, how much we are adding? 3 units. So plus 3 means according to the form, shift a units above the origin means shift the graph 3 units above the origin. That means we will get like this type. So here origin means first shift 3 units. So here I will write like this type, see, arrow mark. So that means we are shifting 3 units, and then draw the same modulus graph over here. So this is your y equals to modulus of x plus 3. And if you want the graph of this one, for suppose y equals to modulus of x minus 1, then what we will do? So here somewhere origin will be there, and come 1 unit down and draw the same modulus graph. So this is the procedure to draw the graph, and when a constant is added to the function or subtracted to the function. The original graph shift a units if it is positive, and minus means shift down. So like this, mod x plus 3. So 3 units we are moving up, and 1 unit we are coming down. We will see an example. Draw the graph of y equals to x square plus 4 will take. Okay. Y equals to x square plus 4. So first we need to identify the basic function. The basic function is y equals to x square, which is a parabola open upwards. So we will draw that one, see, a parabola which is open upwards. So this is the graph of parabola open upwards. So when vertex is at origin, so this will be your x axis and this is your y axis. Now students, we need to shift the graph by 4 units upward, that is above the origin. So where the axis is y axis only. So that means the new graph will get like this. So here origin, so where to shift, you take that point here somewhere 4, and here we will build a new axis. So that will be the reference actually. With this reference we will draw the parabola now. So this is your parabola, this axis will go to infinity. And this is your parabola whose equation is y equals to x square plus 4. Okay. So that's why always the basic structure should be in mind based upon that. X square plus 4 we got. If you want, for suppose, see, the next question is y equals to x square minus 1 for suppose. Now the meaning of this one is, see, basic graph x square will be shifted downwards by 1 unit. Means here if I take origin, so here we will take a scale minus 1. Okay. So now here we will get the same structure only. It will start here, that's it. This is your parabola equation. Okay. So here x square plus 4, that's why we are shifting 4 units above the origin. X square minus 1, so we are shifting downwards about 1 unit. So this is your graph of x square minus 1, and this is the graph of x square plus 1. Next, we will see one more, that is y equals to, for suppose, root x plus 2. Two graphs we will study, y equals to root x minus 3. So once if you got the practice of the graphs, then directly also you can do, see, here I will take axis. So always the basic graph first. The basic graph is what? If you forget about this plus 2 and minus 3, root x. Y equals to root x, we know that it will be like this type, some graph like this. So this is y equals to root x. So here I will write, so this is y equals to root x. And next graph is, we want y equals to root x plus 2. Root x plus 2 means we need to shift the graph upwards by 2 units. That means here somewhere, just an assumption, not accurate scale. Okay, so here I am taking 2. So there you take a line, so for your reference. So you feel it as a new x-axis. So there we need to draw the graph, means a similar structure will get here like this type. So this is your graph y equals to root x plus 2. And next one we want root x minus 3. That means we need to shift the graph downwards by 3 units. So here somewhere assume that we got minus 3. So that means here you take a line of reference. So now the same graph we will get here. So here we will get a graph. So this is the graph y equals to root x minus 3. So this is your graph. That's why the basic structure, if you have in mind, drawing the remaining things will be so easy. The basic structure appears like whose vertex is at origin. Next, root x plus 2 means we need to shift it by 2 units, and here we get a graph. So it will be easy if you draw some line like this type, from there it will go. And next is root x minus 3 downwards 3 units, and here from here we will draw a graph. Y equals to fractional part of x plus 3. So you will see the graph of fractional part of x plus 3. So we know that the graph lies in between 0 and 1 only. So here we will keep a line, the original graph. So in between 0 and 1, so we will get here, so like this type, and here we will get air bubble. We will get air bubble here, we will go here, sorry. It extends up to infinity. So and in this case also, if you observe, here I will write 1. So here how the graph will get, see, so in this fashion, I will draw here. So like this we will get, this is the original graph, this is y equals to fractional part of x. Now we need to shift this situation 3 units above the x-axis. So that means somewhere over here we will keep, so here 2 for suppose, then assume that 3 will get here. Okay, so that means here we will form a line of reference for you. See. Now here we need to draw the same thing. So again while drawing the same thing, so here neatly. So here again we need to keep a demarcation line which indicates that it should not exceed that one, because the range should lie in this length should be always 1 unit. So to maintain that one, here we will keep a line at 4. Now the same structure we will get here. So it will go for similar this thing. Like this it will continue in the other direction also, like this. So this is the graph of y equals to fractional part of x plus 3, sorry. Now it is very clear that in this model what happens, see, there will be a change in the range actually. The domain remains same only, it is defined for all real values. But the range will change. Earlier the range is what, in between 0 and 1. So 0 is closed. And here what will get, in between 3 and 4, and 3 will be closed. In this clearly there is a variation in the range of the function. Draw the graph of y equals to sin x plus 3. We will take origin. So we know that sine curve will be like this type. The sine wave will go in this way. and we know that sine wave lies in between minus 1 and plus 1 only. Now here the sine function is added by 3, means we need to shift here somewhere 3 units. Now here we will draw your line of reference. This is the line of reference. Now after that, see, so now this here will get sine wave. I will draw that, you see. So here we will get a new curve like this, the another side also. So it will keep on going like this type. Now these lengths, if you observe, see this one and this one. So this peak, so little more, I will take this one. So these two values are how much? This is the original graph of sine. So it always lies in between minus 1 and plus 1. So here also it should lie in between. That means from here to here the width is 1 unit, and here to here the width is 1 unit, means here also width is 1 unit and here also width is 1 unit. So this is 2 and this is 4. So this is the graph. That means, so first we will check how the graph of y equals to 1 by x square will look. So here, so if origin is the reference, we will get a curve like this type and one more like this type. So this is your curve with reference to x-axis and y-axis. So it will go up to infinity actually. This is the part. Now this structure we need to shift by 1 unit above the origin. So that means you will get like this type. So here if you take origin, now here we will take 1. Okay. At this point we will draw a new axis. This one. Now here we will get the graph, the same structure. So this is the graph of y equals to 1 by x square plus 1. Just recall the graph of signum function. So 0, at 0 we will get dark portion, and next here at 1 we will get a circle, and in this side we will get a graph, and minus 1 will get one more circle, and this side will get a graph. So this is the graph of signum function. That means from origin to this one the length is 1 unit, and here also 1 unit. Based upon that, now see signum function should be shifted to 3 units above the origin. So when it is shifted 3 units above the origin, see, at 3, so we will take a new axis. So here, see. Now see, with reference to origin, 1 unit above and 1 unit below. Now here origin is shifted to 3, so 1 unit above, so 1 unit above means here we will get 4, and 1 unit below means here we will get 2. There we will get our new graph. So that is, one line will travel in this direction and other line will travel in this direction, and here will dark. That's it. So that's why the range of this particular function is 2, 3 and 4.